So let me get this straight. NotPolish woke up one day, looked around, and said, let's name our new gel something that sounds exactly like the one from that small creator we've definitely worked with before. Bold move. Real original. Let's talk about it. So we got LongHairPrettyNails, Evie, and we got NotPolish. 2 names, 2 brands, 1 major problem. Now, this isn't just about a product launch. It's giving copy-paste, and I'm not feeling it. NotPolish, one of the biggest names in the nail industry, just released a new product called Pat It Gel. Sounds cute, right? But here's the problem. Evie, a smaller creator who goes by LongHairPrettyNails, already has a product called Patty Gel, and she's been selling it since way back in February 2022. That's over 3 years ago. Her gel? Also a thick, sculptable polygel made for beginners and pros alike. So not only do the names sound alike, Patty Gel versus Pat It Gel, but they're basically the exact same type of product. And now ask yourself, how likely is that to be a coincidence? Because this ain't no small misunderstanding. NotPolish has sent Evie PR before. She's reviewed their products. She's used her platform, her influence, to show love to their brand. So the idea that they didn't know exactly who she was when they launched this, it's just not believable. Allegedly. This kind of move is what makes it so hard for small creators to survive out here. Evie's not a massive corporation, and she's been holding it down for years with Patty Gel. If it wasn't doing well, she would have moved on by now. But she didn't, because her audience supports it. Her product works. And now here comes a multi-million-dollar brand with a product that looks like hers, sounds like hers, and allegedly could push hers out of the conversation. Even if it's not illegal, it's still grimy. And we need to talk about that. All right, let's really break it down, because it's not just the name that's a little too close for comfort. It's the product itself. Patty Gel and Pat It Gel are the same kind of formula. A thick, buildable polygel meant to make nail sculpting easier, especially for beginners or anyone who wants more control than you'd get with traditional builder gel or acrylic. Now, let me be clear. Polygel isn't new. No one's trying to gatekeep the entire category. But when a small creator literally builds her brand around a product like this, names it, markets it, makes videos with it, educates people on how to use it, and then a huge company comes out with a product that's not only similar in texture and purpose, but damn near identical in name. That's where we have a problem. Let's be real. Patty Gel is not some obscure little thing you could overlook. Evie's been showcasing this product on her YouTube, her TikTok, her website. She's built a whole section of her business around this, and she calls it Patty Gel in every video, every caption, every listing. So when NotPolish drops Pat It Gel, it's giving, we saw that and we're going to do it too, but louder. And look, I get it. Nail trends catch on. But what's happening here feels less like trend spotting and more like co-opting. Because when a brand as big as NotPolish puts their marketing machine behind something with a name that close, it drowns out the original. People start thinking they came up with it. New customers don't even know Evie had it first. And again, allegedly, this is speculation. But it's hard not to feel like they took notes from what was already working for a smaller creator and just ran with it. No credit, no collab, no acknowledgement, just a big ol' launch with sleek packaging and influencer campaigns. That's why this isn't just about nails. It's about power, visibility, and who gets to profit off of creativity. Because let's be honest, if the roles were reversed, if Evie launched something called NotPolish with a similar formula to theirs, you know there'd be a whole legal situation overnight. So yeah, it's the similarities for me. And the silence. Let's get into the real issue here. Power. NotPolish is a giant in the nail industry. They've got the money, the marketing, and the PR, while Evie is a one-woman show. She's built her business from the ground up, and that's what makes this situation so frustrating. NotPolish has worked with influencers like Evie before. They've benefited from small creators promoting their products. But instead of returning the favor by supporting Evie and others in her position, they dropped a product that's almost identical to hers, and did it with no acknowledgement. This isn't just a coincidence. When you're a small creator, you don't have the same protections as the big players. They know that. They see what works, and they'll snatch it up without a second thought, leaving creators like Evie to fight for visibility in a sea of corporate noise. It's a classic example of corporate giants using their power to drown out the little guy. And that's what makes it so wrong. At the end of the day, this isn't just a nail drama. It's about respect. Respect for creators. Respect for originality. Respect for the work that small business owners put in without the budgets, the teams, or the big brand backing. Evie has been doing this. She created Patty Gel. She marketed it. No, she educated people on it. And she's still out here pushing it as a one-woman show. That kind of hustle deserves support, not competition from brands who've already profited off her content. So here's what I'm asking. Before you run to buy Pat Gel just because it's in a glossy ad or on a big influencer's page, take a second and ask yourself, who did it first? Who built it from scratch? Who's still doing it without the safety net? This isn't about canceling anyone. It's about making informed choices and holding brands accountable when they start stepping on the little guys. If you rock with small creators, now's the time to show it. Speak up, support Evie, share her story. Because if we don't call this stuff out, it keeps happening. And I promise you, next time it could be your favorite creator they're trying to push out the frame. Support the real ones. Buy the original. And to the brands watching, we see you, allegedly.